Get it right.
Did your favorite streamer get it right? Did he nail the charts? We did. We banged on him to the upside. 114,000 Bitcoin. Let's go. Wowzers. Wowzers. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on and appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me. That is your time. Let's go, Crypto Lifers. $114,000 Bitcoin. Looks like we're going to 114,005 on BOOKMAP. I am so excited to be here with each and every one of you. This is absolutely a monumental time to be alive. You are set in position. We call that bottom 108. We've been getting the gains ever since, almost every single night. I woke up to gains the next morning. Gains in my sleep. We used to sing that all the time here. Gainitis, right? Everyone's getting sick with the gains again. Shout out to all my lifers, man. God bless everybody out here kicking it with the Crypto Lifer. Let's keep it moving. Let's jump on into the charts. Let's do what we do. I already made over $3,000, about $3,600 today. Let's go. And I'm not trying to brag because that's rude. Like, look at me. I'm trying to show you how I did it. I put a tweet out earlier today. I said, I want to show you how I made the money. Let's do it together. Let me take you through the journey of how I made the money. Then let's go through the Bitcoin update. Let's see if we can find more live trades. Let's see if we can help you get paid with your own education. Let's see if we can make this happen today. I'm excited. You're excited. There's so much opportunity ahead of us in the next 2 hours here on the show. I can't believe it. Number one, I want to take you into my Discord, where I am working my butt off until 4 or 5, sometimes 2 in the morning. Then I'm back in there at 7 in the morning. I don't stop. I am constantly going at it. I just love the idea of pushing myself. So last night, we saw a bit of a head and shoulder, created a nice little short squeeze. I said, I stay long as we hold the 200 MA here. Unfazed. I could care less, right? Then I said, deja vu from last night. 15-minute 200 MA states to bounce back up. The 200 MA was right above us. Looks like we could head to the 200, and then when we crossed it, get a pump to the upside, right? I hung out at 12:14 last night. We started to get the move to 11,004. Okay, I did a beautiful update. In the update, let me just kind of take you through. I'll give you a video update that's 5 minutes long at like 1 in the morning last night to show you what I'm doing. And I say, I see a pump. I say, I see this 15-minute flag about to break to the upside. I said, I would trade this flag, 21-day moving average. I said, you got a double bottom looking pretty nice. You get through the gap. Look, there's a pump up to 11, about 112,800. And it looks like we could get further to the upside. So this is the update you're getting in depth. I'm showing you the 5-minute touching the 21 with the 200 crossing too. Showing you how we have liquidity to the upside that suggests we can also short squeeze. And I'm breaking it all down for you at what time is that? 12:46 in the morning last night to show you exactly what I see happening. All right. Then I wake up in the morning and I show you that I'm up pretty nice. I'm up about 503 trades. One on MEXC. Bang. And you can hit the QR code to join MEXC right there for no fees. Like basically little to no fees. The least fees in the game. BTC right here. 580 on weeks, which has also very little fees and a great security and a great team. Absolutely love my weeks peoples, man. And then my BITUNIX scalping. I always got that BITUNIX scalp. I opened up the weeks trade live in front of you on the 4-hour time frame when I called the bottom yesterday. Whether you believe me or not, that thing continued to move. Then I saw this flag on the 15-minute. I said, we're above the 200, touching the 21 in the flag, low stochastics. I said, this is what I do for a living. I would basically put my whole bang on. I went pretty hard on that $300,000 trade. I jumped in, stopped below the 15-minute 200 moving average, and I show you the trade right there. So I'm showing you all my trades constantly, all the time, 8-6 in the morning. I'm up till 1. I'm back up at 7. We don't stop. Bitcoin crosses the 1-minute 200 moving average. I tell you, that's a catalyst for a massive move. Bang. I drove my daughter to school. I got back. I had to go to the supermarket. I forgot PPI because I'm a complete fool sometimes. I come back to my computer to see this massive green candle. I start moving my stop losses. I take profit. The thing continues to rip. I'm up $900 on the BITUNIX call. I'm up $1,300 on the MEXC call. I'm up $967 on the week's call. I sell every bit of it. Then I keep another one open. I forgot I had another one. This thing hits the target exactly like it's supposed to. I mean, today was a storybook day in the trading group. Everybody made gains if they listened to the lifer. Everybody made gains if you stuck to my strategy. Everybody made gains if you had the patience and the discipline to sit through yesterday's up and down price action. Bang, bang, bang. Okay? Now I'm going to show you how we do it again. Then I'm teaching you what core PPI is and explaining it in depth so you know exactly what it means and what's happening. Learning you so you understand what's happening, not just throwing data in your face. This Discord is going to make you an amazing trader. You're going to be able to trade the NASDAQ, Forex, Bitcoin, crypto, you name it, liquidity grabs up and down. I got you, baby. And I make these gains constantly. I also told my students to watch the 4-hour 200 moving average in the update. It's a likely place to take profits. You're going to hit it, and people are going to sell on it because bots love that key area. That's exactly what happened. Bang, bang, bang. And now here we are with our next possible trade. I even then gave a scalp of the 1 minute that ended up playing out. So here we are. I didn't want to be rude, but I wanted to take you through how I got here and not be rude and say, hey, if you join my Discord, if you took my class, I teach class the last Saturday of every month. I teach this stuff that happened. It all played out exactly as I told you it would. It's insane. And I don't even forget me. Just look at the data. I don't want to be, it feels like I'm bragging and I can't stand that. Because I don't want you to look at this guy, me. Who cares? I could pass away and go into the wind. I'll be a man once removed. You can read the book about the guy, all right? I could have been anybody. I could have lived in the 1800s, the 2000s. I am doing what many men have done in the past. I'm reusing old, agnostic, ancient, basically cryptic, successful, high-frequency tactics to become successful. Like, I studied the greats, man. I'm vibrating high. So come on over here and jump on into my class. I teach it this, I believe, the second to last Saturday of the month. Hit the link. You'll see the date. I believe it's the 20th of this month before I go to Singapore. But jump on in. I'm going to teach class, man. And if you want to make gains, if you want an education, if you want to understand how markets actually work, I can teach you. I know I can. I've been doing it for thousands of people around the world every single day. Master Friend is a genius, and he said I even helped him. And he's one of the smartest people on earth. And if I could have helped him, then I can help anybody, man. All right? So God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate you all. Many people said they were great traders, but I was the missing link. Something I said, something I did, something the way I helped them. They were able to see the markets clearly for the first time in their lives when they finally came to the Crypto Lifer Show. Let's jump in and start bragging, start talking about ourselves. Let's show you what we do every single day. Let's see if we can make a gain live. I see a bull flag right there on the 1 minute time frame. I'm in. Yeah, I'm in. And you'd be like, how? What do you mean you're in? I said, I'm in. I've been winning every trade I've opened today. So that means I can risk. Now, see, once you've paid the trader, you can risk. Look, that's a beautiful bull pennant. Low stochastics, touching the 21, above the 200 moving average. Hey, because we've been pumping all day, there's a likely chance this does dump on my face. But man, we've been holding 114,000. I would love to see the bot get out in front of everybody today. It'll be absolutely amazing. So look, there's a 2.8 risk-reward ratio there. I'll try to swing it up a little more. I'll give it the 3. The take profit's going to be set at 115,223. We're going to go to 115. We want to go to 115.5, but I like to sell a little underneath the targets. And then the stop loss 113.738. This is high risk, highly likely to get stopped out, but I've already won all my trade today. Okay? So I don't have to stress. I can go I've made $3,000 a day. So I can go 200 for 700. Why not? If I lose the 200, so be it. Even that, I like that right there. So I'm long on that price action. Make sure you're in. Make sure you hear the sound. The other day I made a long, thought I was in. It was on the left. I wasn't in. I saw the thing pump and I would have made massive. And I was like a little ticked off. It only happened once in a while, but it happened. I like that sound that you get on BITUNIX. This is live trading here on BITUNIX. Absolutely love it. Jump on into BITUNIX today. Get hooked up. All right. This is the spot, man. One of the greatest user experience I've ever seen. They did have an issue with market making, I think, a few weeks back, but Binance also went down. Coinbase is shut down. If you don't have one hiccup, you're not a real exchange that's actually getting people to care about you. You know what I mean? If you're a small exchange that nobody signs up to, fine. But if you get massive influx, you're going to have one day there will be a little tweak you got to make. And it's going to happen. They kept everybody's stuff safe. They reimbursed everybody times 2. $5 million in compensation, had no problems. And so I stand by BITUNIX 100%. And that's crazy for me, right? But I do. I really like the user interface. I know the team. I'm going to meet them in Singapore yet again, too. And so it's just, I'm starting to know the faces to the name. And to me, that's important. Same with Weeks. I know the people that run it. I understand, the whole ecosystem behind the team. I see the philosophy. I see how they work. I see who's the work ethic behind the whole entire company. I like to see that. That's important to me. Success is not something you pursue. It's something you attract by the person you become 100%. 100%. I always thought I was becoming successful. I was chasing success. No. Success, you become, it encompasses you. It's a frequency you grab. You hold it. Once you possess it, you can never lose it. You know it's yours. The only way you could lose it is through drugs, alcohol, and going after the 7 deadly sins. Lusting after another woman besides your wife, ruining your relationship. All these things can take you down, down, down. Drugs with the wrong person, experimenting, being a little too curious. Men are curious. Don't say you're not. All men are curious. You got to stop the curiosity and stay disciplined. Let's get real, right? Women are curious too. We're all curious, all right? We can't go after all curiosities, my friends. I know we want to, but we just can't. I know I'm being a bit of a preacher now as I watch this trade pump to the upside. I've told you I'm the king of 3%. Nobody makes 3% more than me. Nobody. All right? Nobody, kid. Nobody. Let me tell you something, huh? My name's Sammy the Bull. Great day to the lifers. It's a great day to be a lifer, man. Bang, bang, bang. I'm just so excited to be here with each and every one of you and to share these times, to share these growing, these beautiful times. Again, my signal there. Just buy when they cross the 200 moving average on the 1 minute and put a stop loss on the other side. Like it doesn't have to be this hard, folks. It doesn't have to be this hard. Please stop letting your emotions get in the way of perfect probabilities. Like this was it. I mean, I gave you 2 on the 15-minute too, but you could have even traded it here on the 1 minute. Crossing the 200, I tell you, and then you put a stop loss below. You only have, this is 10 to 1. You can risk $100 for $1,000. You can lose 9 of these trades. If you win 1, you break even. You see what I'm saying? You can lose 9 of these. And if you win 3 out of 10, you will make gains. You see what I'm saying? So it's interesting, but people are too afraid to do it because they lose. If they lose 3 of these, they think, oh, Sam sucks. His system's garbage. That guy, I'm from Boston. That Florida guy sucks over there. Hey, don't talk about me like that. Build me up. And again, don't call me a loser when I lose. Don't call me a genius when I win. This is just a piece of my data set. I might make $5,000 in front of you one day on the line. Be like, oh, he's the smartest dude ever. It's just a day. I got it all worked out for me that day. The probabilities played out. Same thing could happen on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So just, pay attention, baby. Position history. How we doing over here? I don't know. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades, 2 losses, 5 wins. The losses are about what? $600 in total, right? There's 2 is 5 and 6. It's about $620. The wins, about a G there. That's $1,500, $1,550, right? That's 17. That's $3,000. That's about $4,000 in wins. 600 in losses. That ain't bad, right? 2 out of 7 trade, 2, and you lose 2 out of your 7 trades. 5 for 7, baby. I'll take it all day long to the bank. So that's how you trade, and that's just one account. Look, I gave this trade to the trading group today. I do the same thing over and over again, folks. The 21 above the 200, it gets so old. I never thought I'd be here saying the same thing for days on end, but I guess I am, You know what? I don't mind showing up and teaching somebody new this every single day. Every day, someone can come in here who's losing and learn how to win. Every day, someone can change the way they feel about themselves and the world. Every day, we can bring that consistency, the love, and the knowledge to change the way you see the world. I love you. I appreciate you, and I'm excited. I can't help it. I can't hold back. My passion for life, love, and just energy is there. I'm excited to see where we're going and where we're headed. So this is a little bearish divvy. This is likely to fake us out and give us a bit of a dumpski, no? That's swinging down while that's swinging sideways, right? And again, I don't know why I have this set to... I don't remember ever doing that. Oh yeah, I think you do it here, right? Trend line. Anyway, my trend lines are now dotted lines. I got to get rid of that. I don't know how that happened. That's not going to be fun for the rest of the day. Not going to look great. I got to right-click them. Hit the settings. Something happened here in the style. There it is there. See? I hit those dotted lines. You don't want to do that. I don't know how it happens. You're on your computer, on the phone. You're doing something. You hit something. Look, now I'm going to be spot on. I'm going to stay in the long and see where you go. This thing could pump. I'd love to see the bot get out. If the bot is so close to selling, look at this. The bot has been in this trade for about a month now. Since August 15th it started. Let's see where it really made the trade. So I have a bot. You could jump on in and take advantage of this bot. Okay, it's awesome. I do get a commission. It's not my bot. I work with another team that built it. Listen, you're good at what you're good at. I'm super good at live streaming. I'm super good at pushing cryptocurrency to the world, and I'm super good at live trading, right? I know what I'm good at. I'm good at entertaining. I'm good at talking. All right, I guess so. I don't know. Probably. Well, people sign off every day, right? But the idea is this. I'm not the guy who sits there and makes a bot. I probably could, but I'd have to take like 6 months off and do the bot every day and be obsessed about it. And I'd make a great bot. But I do what I do really well, which is YouTube, man. And I don't do anything else that good. You know what I mean? Once you're good at one thing, you know what you're good at. I'm good at motivating people. I'm good at motivating myself. I'm good at pushing it. So they're really good at making bots, man. They got a whole team. Brainiacs. They're sitting there, scientists. They tested things for years. This thing is spot on now. They wouldn't be fools. They wouldn't put something out that can't compete against the rest of the market. This thing is awesome. And I'm a savage. I took this thing. I put it to the test for 9 months. I eventually put 100 grand in it. The thing is ripping. It's made me over 100% with Bitcoin gains, compounding, and 30% in just the way it made. But if you understand, because I kept putting the money back in and it trades Bitcoin as collateral over and over again. Anyway, here's a link to it. If you want to sign up, find out more, or just schedule a call to ask them questions. It might even just spark your interest in how to make your own bot one day. You never know. So, bang, bang, bang. And loves the people and loves he receives. Exactly, yeah. Took my gains on AVAX and Farcoin this morning. Paid a trader. Yeah. I'm on one today. I'm always on one, but today I'm definitely on one. I'm putting the week's pinky ring on. Uh-oh. The week's pinky ring. Weeks, baby, weeks. It's so crazy, right? Hey. Back away from the ring over here. Hey. The weeks. You can't even see it. The week's pinky ring. Hey. The guy's got a week's pinky ring. Back away from him over here. So the bot loves the people. Amen. So anyway, if you want to jump into the bot, I think it's great. And I know I'm shilling right now. Of course I am. But I use it, man, and I like it. And it makes me gains. And I could shut my mouth and keep it to myself, right? I could have bought it, used it, and said nothing to nobody. But I found something that works, man. And if you know, I hope it keeps going. And if it did what it did so far, I'm good. You know what I mean? It's done, paid for itself already. So making money while making money, 100%. Gains, baby, gains. Nice to wake up to the gains. Jamal Antonio in the house. And that's what this trading group's all about, right? So for everyone who's live trading right now, we're watching the 1 minute time frame. We're in a live trade on this 1 minute, seeing we could pump to 116,000. This is going to really end the nonsense here. Get this bull flag to break out. I like these higher lows. It's getting tight. There is a little bearish div there. We are away from the 21-day moving average on the bigger time frame, like the 1 hour. And so we have to start thinking of something. I feel like doing something cool today. Does anyone want this tie? This tie looks so much like this tie. I figured, like, you know what I mean? They're just so close. And it's brand new. I never opened it. And I'd like to give it to somebody. I think it's beautiful. These daisy ties are high-end. They're nice and thin, modern-looking. They feel great. They make you feel good. They give an aura of masculinity. When a man can wear something slightly feminine, it shows he's masculine. You know what I mean? It's kind of like this. And so these flowers, these aura, there's very high class. You go to a auction, you go to a museum, you go somewhere with this tie, you're going to fit right in. You're going to feel great. Daisy ties. I'd like to hook somebody up with this tie. I don't, you know, it's just so much like this tie. And I've got so many of them. So let me know if you want this. Anybody want this, let me know. Just say, hey, I'd like it. And I'm going to pick someone in the group there. And we're going to get your address and we're going to ship you out the tie. All right? If you're okay with that. If you're okay with that. Okay. So if you want the tie, write 333, give me the tie. All right? And I'm going to see how many people write 333, give me the tie. And, yeah, if you want me to sign the back or something too, let me know. Or, you know what I mean, anything kind of special on it, let me know. We'll email together and we'll figure that out. I desire the tie. I said, wow, we got a lot of people tie or headband. I would like the tie and I will wear it with pride, sir. Wow. I had a dream with the tie on. That's insane. I kind of like, now you got me. You know exactly how to talk to me. 333, give me the tie. Wow, a lot of people would desire the tie. I didn't realize that. I thought a lot of people would be like, whatever, is just a tie. And again, we're not taking you away. We're watching this and we made the trade. Right now, you have a chance to enter the trade with a stop loss below 113,736. It's up to you if it fits your trading style, though. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. I am personally in the trade. It looks like it's going to do pretty well. All right. And this thing boomed. I mean, it all did exactly like it was supposed to. We nailed it. We're going to have to look at the bigger time frames, though, and really assess the situation. But hey, right now we're just going to sit in this beautiful pocket in time and see where this trade can go. Right now, for me, I'm directly at basically break even. Maybe we can fend off that bearish div and continue to pump. There's something going on today, I'll tell you. And the news came in hot. The news came in bullish with the PPI, right? So things started to kind of look good. It looks like tariffs are making things better off over time. All right. I'm likely to lose this trade. Remember that. Why? Because it's the one I chased at the end. And usually the one you chase at the end takes you out. So I already made $3,500 today. I want to make this clear. Now I'm risking 200 for for 891. What is it? 255 or 891. If I lose, I lose. Okay, I understood the risk. This may be your first trade of the day and you're all in and then you lose with me and be like, dang, man, I lost. This guy stinks. I lost it. But today was a great trading day for us in the trading group already. I just want to make that really clear. I can't give every trade here on the live. A lot of times our trades happen Tuesday and Wednesdays between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. We got the early pump today. They shorted too hard throughout the night and we had to get that squeeze cooking. So it happened. And again, it was told to us by the 200 moving average on the 1, by the 21. It was all there. So yeah, there's really a strong bearish div here, right? Which tells me I believe I'm chasing a little bit. And you have to know when you're chasing. You have to say, listen, I made $3,000. I'm going 2 for 6, and I know that I may not win that trade. 100% understood. Makes me want to think just cut it off right now and just lose the 102 and not have to lose the extra 250. Wow, the extra 150. Like, why not? And this is what I do. I keep my losses small. What if it wicks and bounces back and then it rips? So be it. It is what it is. I already had a good day today. This was just some extra icing on the cake. Looks like they're going to take me out here. Now that the trend line's lost, I move my stop loss to only lose like 150. 122 now is all I can lose. See? Instead of losing 250, why? Now, because to me, the whole idea is the trend line had to maintain. And it's things, right? I'm a boss. Everything went well. We sold PPI. We nailed it. And I'm going to lose my first trade on the lot. It's all right. I shrugged that off like a trooper, man. What if we bounce here? That would be so sick if I don't get stopped out right there. Look at that bounce. Oh, my gosh. That's insane. Look how close I was to the stop loss. Like, this is nuts. It went to 113.935. I was at 924, man. It was $9 away. I was $9 away from getting hit off there. That's insanity. I tell you what, the more I use stop losses, the less they get hit. When I didn't use them, I was always in turmoil. I'd wake up the next morning down $3,000. Oh, why didn't I use a stop loss? I will only lose a few $100. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. I'm just going to go for it right here. Double dare you. That's what happened. My name hit on double dare you. That's it right there. It's just what happened. I just scrolled up. I hit it. And congratulations, double dare you. Email us from this. I'm going to go to channel, right? Email us from this channel here. I'm subscribed to you there so we could be locked in together. Nice little doggy. That's a cute doggy. Shout out to Nah I'm Gone. God bless you for being here. We appreciate you. We love you. Nice, cool videos. And congratulations. You got the top. All right. I know it's a small thing. It's not huge, but I looked at it today. I said, you know what? That's going to go to somebody that wants to look fresh like I do every day. So let's break it down now. We know where we're at with Bitcoin. We've kind of showed you how the trading group works. You can go to cryptolifer.com. I didn't show you that. Cryptolifer.com. Hit the subscribe button there and subscribe to the monthly, the quarterly, or the yearly subscription. It's an amazing Discord. Okay. Not only am I there posting what I showed you, if I just did the Bitcoin calls, it would be amazing. We also have altcoin calls that I'm putting out. We also have an elite group of traders that are scalping, going through the market. And these two guys are just unbelievable. They're the best I've ever had. Like, they're spot on. So you're going to get taken care of. I am a savage for details. I would never allow you to be around people that wouldn't help you propel and push yourself. So I only bring the best into my Discord. I work every single day, so God allows the best to come to me because my work ethic is pure. And so you're going to get a piece of that high frequency for $99 a month, less than $3 a day. Jump on in. You'll absolutely love it. There's so much more going on in there too as well. There's an entire, I have a course in there that people are charging thousands of dollars for. I don't even talk about it much, and I should. It's the content directory. Right? Go in there, find out when sessions are, this is teaching you, this you need to know immediately, the trading sessions and why. The key characteristics, the London session, the New York session, when they overlap, okay? The Tokyo's in the London session, right? Sydney sessions, best trading times, London through New York, overlap, 8 a.m. to 12 Eastern time, optimal for high volatility and liquidity. Scalpers and day traders thrive here, while swing traders may focus on sessions opening for breakouts, see? Like, there's reasons why people make more money because we know when to trade. The North American session, this stuff you need to understand. If you don't know this, you're going to struggle as a trader. You got to start. It's not just technical analysis. You also need to know about liquidity and when the market moves. We will help you with that. We will teach you the schedules. There's a reason why I wake up Thursday morning in gains, Wednesday morning in gains, Tuesday mornings in gains, because I understood. All right? So we're still inside this bull flag. Everything's looking good. We're going to get out of here for a second. We're going to bounce on out. We're going to go to Bitcoin, USD, all-time history index, and we're going to do a massive update here, analysis from the top down. Look, the last time these moving averages got this tight, a massive move came on the daily. I see a pump coming. Same thing on the 4-hour. The last time we crossed the 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame, we did it right here. It was the beginning of a massive rally. We did it right here. It was the beginning of a massive rally. Oops, sorry. I want to grab this circle and I hit control. And if you hit control, you can double anything. Look, we crossed. So right here, we crossed the 200 moving average of the 4-hour time frame. Beginning of a massive rally. If you open up a long trade there with leverage, you would have been so paid. Same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing here. Okay? Looks like we're likely going to go further to the upside in a massive way. That's what I'm looking at here for BTC. Beautiful. We crossed that 200. We are gone, baby, gone. I'm telling you right now. There's going to be, it will take some time. Eventually a golden cross will occur. Right around here. You'll be somewhere here. You'll usually dip right after the golden cross, and then you're gone. And then after the golden cross, if you circle it, you'll see 2 to 3 weeks later, you're usually a nice trajectory higher than you were. I see 130,000 somewhere into the late November. This is all starting to play out exactly as it's supposed to if you look at the way moving averages work. If you remember, I put a Twitter post on this on the daily time frame back in the day when things were a bit sketch. And like watch this. This is going to blow your mind. Watch. This is so simple. I load up here. And I'm already loaded up. And definitely do not exit the market. And I definitely, because I don't want to say like I'm telling you, and I definitely do not exit the market. This is so simple. I load up here, and I definitely do not exit the market. No. No. Not when I see this sign. And there you go. And you can come back to this post like a month from now, 2 months from now, and you'll see. Bookmark this puppy. I'll bookmark it myself too. And we'll come back to that thing and we'll see. I did one of these years, like a few months back when the daily was tight. And I said, look, man, it's only a matter of time. This is where I load up. Come on. This is why I use moving averages. They're so powerful. They teach me what's going to, I can see it. I can see what's going to happen here. It all makes sense. Oh, I posted the daily. I was supposed to post the 4-hour though. Dang, hold on. I got to edit the post. The daily still says the same thing, but it's hard because you can't get the 4-hour to show you exactly what it, as clear as it should. Kind of almost want to add them both. I'll keep the daily. It still looks legit. But you guys know what I'm saying here on the 4-hour too as well. Anyway, I just want to show a free Twitter post right there. Basically just showed people exactly where and how to load up. And it gave years of data. Why? But they don't understand that. They just look at it as like a post. People have no clue how much goes in behind a lot of stuff, but it's okay. Think about it. When you're a master painter and you paint with just all these tiny details, and then you show your painting to a beginner, they probably have no idea how hard all that stuff was. They may see it and look nice, but they don't know what you did, how you had to mix it, how the oil, all the stuff that went into it. Once they become better at painting, they understand how hard it was. Oh my God, look at all he did. So you almost have to be more learned to understand how hard it was for someone to create what they did, right? It's a cool idea. Let's do our top 10 analysis here for Bitcoin and see what's happening. The trade is kind of flat, right? But it's still in action. By now, we should have lost. The divergence, to me, is making a higher low. We're sticking to it. Still a chance we go to 115,276. I would love to see the bot get out of the trade today. I can't wait to see that payday. It's going to be one of the biggest paydays the bot ever made. And, let's go. Remember, we got into the NASDAQ trade on BTCC. I don't know why they logged me out for whatever reason. I was in, but that NASDAQ trade is pumping as well. If you took the NASDAQ call in the group, I have a little NASDAQ section where I trade the NASDAQ, and that trade is also doing damage right here. NASDAQ futures updates. That trade's up 16%. We entered in at about 2, 3, 777s. Of course we did, right? Of course we did. So let's break it down now for Bitcoin on the bigger time frames and skedaddle our way on down here as we head to almost halfway through the month, if you can believe it, right? I mean, September has been crushing it, and it's been green, man. It's been green. So one of the worst months historically for Bitcoin is turning out to be one of the best months so far. So far. We'll see what happens, but we'll take a green candle here. All we need is this to close green, and it looks like it's going to, and if it can close above these two candles, it'll be the biggest monthly candle in the history of Bitcoin. So yes, we've had all-time highs, but the highest the candle has ever closed in the history of Bitcoin is 115,800. All right, that is the highest. So if we close a candle above 115,008, which is not that far away, my golly gee, oh my, Bitcoin will be on a massive tear. And so we're looking for this here. And so what does that tell you? Well, it tells you a couple things. You're going to break out here and you're going to break out here and possibly get a pretty nasty rejection or a wick at 121, 122, and come and revisit 114 before you come up again, possibly revisit one more time, and then blast. So you could get a little more, and that could be till January before the bigger breakout. Remember, January 1st was the massive time we started to break out last year. Let's see, I remember it was January. Look at January right here. Boom. Like, we've been pumping since January began of 2025 has been an epic year. 2024, actually, right there, look. But even 2025, look, right there. And we struggled there. But I just remember we started the rally. Yeah, January of 2024, we just been ripping. So this could, so don't be surprised if you get to 122 and you come back to all the way back down to 115, because people will get super bearish then. They'll tell you it's over again, and that's just literally just this doing its thing. I would love it if it just starts to break out, does the retest there, and it's gone. But both of these are possible, and I'm bullish on the fact that the monthly candle is doing what it's doing. I'm bullish on. Remember, we showed you the Dow Jones. When everyone got extremely bullish, the entire world got bearish. And even I was I said, this is bearish. I did. I'm not going to go and flip-flop and say, but I didn't panic sell a bag. I never panic sold a bag. I just want to make that clear. Other people might have actually acted on their bearishness and done some fool. I do not make emotional decisions with long-term portfolios. So look, and I told you we went back in time here on the Dow Jones and we went over this, and I just want you to really see this, because everyone else is just going to go, but they're not going to try to find the variances. So right there, you would have said that is the most bearish thing in the world. We closed a bearish engulfing candle at the top of a rising wedge. 68% of the time, you're coming back down there to 29,282, but not when you're printing money beyond belief. If you continue to print money over and over again, printing that money, it's only a matter of time. 55,237, you see what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time. So, and look, you're even overbought here. Very unsustainable. And it looks very likely, right? Can we get all the way? Oh, I got hit off on that. I just heard that the stop got hit on BITUNIX. So the thing here on DJI 6930, it looked very likely like we were going to take a massive dump, or at least come back down here. So DJI 6930, you like that, right? I thought it would be funny, though. DJI on the Dow Jones, right? It looked like we could come right back down and take a dump. But what happened? They continued to print money, okay? This is May and June of 2024. They continue to print money. And when you print money, all right, people are going to have to put it somewhere. And the rich are going to flood the stock market. And so it defied that bearish engulfing candle. We got the continuation. Okay, so this is what I see. I mean, and I'm speculating on this right now for Bitcoin. Same exact scenario. Monthly, rising wedge, right? Sorry, that's not that. Hold on one second. Yep. Yeah, that's it. I just want to make sure. Yeah. So And in its defense, that's not a bearish engulfer, right? That doesn't fill the whole candle. It's a tweezer top, but it is not a bearish engulfing candle. That is a bearish engulfing, and we still were able to battle through that too on the monthly. So it shows you that there's a heavy demand for Bitcoin, and it's by corporations, man. More and more people are buying Bitcoin than ever all day long. So Bitcoin, you can see it did lose that key level. I'm out of the trade right now. I lost $120. Very smart decision for me to lose smart. I made 3,500. I lost 120. I can smoke a cigar to that. I won on the day, right? Today's a great day. What more do I need to do? I made everyone in my trading group gains if they listened to the education, man. And I gave them exactly when to get in, why to get in, explained it. Didn't just throw signals at your face. It was a learning process. Today is a blessing, man. I should take the day off and go surfing. You know what I mean? But I'm here with y'all because I love it, man. I would never stop. It's not about the money to me. Don't you understand? It's about being remembered when I die. I want you to remember me like I remember Jim Rohn. That's what I care about. I'm chasing, And again, yes, I know the next person will die. And eventually the human race will be gone and no one will remember me. But maybe not. Maybe we'll evolve into an alien race that lives infinitely, and I somehow will be remembered through infinite space and time in the consciousness of our race, So I believe that anything is possible, even what I just described. I believe the aliens that visit us now could possibly be us in the future coming back in time. You never know. You know what I mean? Anyway, I won't get into that. People get freaked out when we talk about that stuff. We'll stay in our pocket of Bitcoin. So look, could we make a right shoulder and dump? It's possible. This is your bearish scenario here for Bitcoin. This is a possible bearish scenario that nobody might expect. That could definitely happen. We could make a right shoulder bearish retest and still dump down, make a giant double bottom at 76,000. It's possible. I'm open-minded that this is possible. We live in a realm where anything is possible. So this is actually possible, which is weird, right? But if you believe anything can happen, you could become a billion, a trillionaire, whatever. Then you believe that, then this could also dump. Right now, we're going to say beautiful move on the weekly. We're going to say absolutely great bump off of what we call a trend line. I still feel like this was it, and we have to get back inside. I'm kind of like a stickler to that idea, but the monthly holds us down. We did have this falling wedge that needed to break up, even on the weekly. We had touched the 21-day moving average on the weekly. This is my go-to, a flag touching the 21. The stochastics had reset below the dotted line. I mean, I love that. I trade that on the 1 minute. We traded that on the 15 minute today. That's exactly the same thing we traded today on the 15 minute. Again, back to the microcosms that we talked about yesterday. Yesterday, we went over the 1 hour. I mean, the 1 minute we showed how the Dow Jones, we showed the 5-day chart on Bitcoin, and we showed the 1 minute chart. And I showed you how crossing the 200 was the same move on both screens. It didn't matter. You know what I mean? Unbelievable sauce that we went over yesterday. And the same thing, the microcosms. I want you to bend your mind through time and space. I want you to get out of this stuck TA zone that all these other guys are in. I want you to blow up your mind and literally become a philosophical thinker here. I want you to get out of that stagnant space. I want your mind to be so free and realize that you're like a gymnast with this TA. You can bend and mold as time. Bruce Lee, man, become like water, 100%. So look, the weekly. I like what we're seeing here on the weekly, and we just need this weekly candle to close, preferably above resistance, which is your left. You got to look at your previous red candle right there. Where did we have support or resistance? 113.5. We've had an issue at 113,002 for days now. It would be nice for us to kind of put it aside and head on our way up to 117,000. Again, we called the bottom on the daily right here. We first got in. They looked me up. I got back in here. You're in the money if you stayed in this trade. I called the absolute bottom. I'm going to repeat over and over again. I foreshadowed the fact that we were going to make an inverted head and shoulder when we made these two candles. I finished the right shoulder, drew this, and said we're going to pump. We found the flag on the 4 hour. We showed you how to trade the small time frames. We showed how the 1 minute crossed the 200, and that created the catalyst for the 4 hour. We showed you how the 4 hour got stuck when it hit the 200 moving average. It's so money. Bitcoin is following the rules exactly as it should. It's been amazing. Unbelievable. So let's get back into the sauce here. So the weekly. I just need the weekly to close green, man. And it can even wick back down and close below resistance. That's fine. If it closes at 112.8, I don't care. As long as this candle's green and preferably above this wick, I'll take extra points if this candle closes above these two levels here. I'll take extra points. We close above 113,007. I'll take it. You see what I'm saying? I'll love that. But as long as it's green, man, and we're getting closer to the weekly close. I love how we do this, man. I love how we never miss a day and we just keep piecing the TA together. I've learned this is how you win. I had a mentor. He never took a day off. He nailed it. He did it for 5 years. He passed away. God rest his soul. My best mentor, man. He taught me. Not only did he teach me how to refine my technical analysis, but he also taught me how to refine my discipline. If you can have a mentor that teaches you both discipline and TA, you're winning. You're winning. Let's take a look at the 5-day chart. 5-day chart, bullish engulfer basically starting to get bully. Starting to get bully. 3-day chart. Shout out Underground Crypto, man. I love you, bro. You're getting the sauce, man. I'm telling you right now, that mentality is money's gonna start flowing to you in ways you've never thought. Somehow, some way, you're not even gonna realize how. Your mind just started vibrating so high that it has to come your way. There's no choice. Money will flow to the highest vibrating mind, okay? It's very similar if there's a bunch of nets out there. Let's just say there's fish flowing through and everyone sticks their net in. But some nets, their holes are too big so the fish can flow through. But other nets, the mesh is perfectly sized to catch all the fish, okay? That's very similar to money. Money flows into the nets that have this perfectly sized holes. Those are the high frequency individuals. You see what I mean? So if you stay high frequency, money is going to flow into your net. You're going to catch it. Other people are going to be lower frequency. It's going to go in and right out. It's going to pass them. So I learned this and I said, well, how do you stay high frequency? I said, well, you work every single day at a consistent thing and you stay consistent. You find discipline. I said, once you get that, and I said, that's the key to success, Sam. And my mom was like, that's it, Sam. I said, so all I have to do is wake up every day and pretty much have a routine that may sound boring to people and do the same thing from like 6 a.m. to 12 every single day. Have a beautiful routine and then schedule relaxation time, schedule family time, and make sure I work my butt off when I'm working. And make sure I'm perfectly present at all those three things. Like when I'm relaxing, I'm super present relaxing. Like I'm at that beach. I'm not thinking about a thing. I'm letting the breeze come in. I'm saying this is awesome. I'm in the present moment, you know? When I'm with my kids, I'm with my kids 100%. I don't put my phone, I'm not in the phone. I put my phone away. I play with my kids. When I'm working, I work 100%. When I exercise, I exercise. I don't exercise while I live stream. You know what I mean? To me, it's just everything type A personality has to be put in its box for me personally, or it doesn't work for me. Other people love to exercise while they live stream. It seems to work for them amazingly well. I don't know who does that, but someone else. No, I think it works. Whatever you do works for you too. Your universe is yours. If you want to work out while you live, that's absolutely beautiful for you. You see what I'm saying? Like, and again, I shouldn't even mention it because it makes me, I think about it. But no, I'm so weirdly anal about it. So anyway, that's important, right? And I found that's the key. I'm telling you right now, that's the key to success. At trading, at anything in life. You want to be successful in life, this is the key. I'm giving you the key. All right, let's get back into the charts here. I don't mean to take you off topic, and I really don't feel I am, even though you may be like, he's not giving me charts right now, but I'm giving you how to work on the mind. We're always grinding on the mind. Hey, I've been listening to Jim Rohn for years, and tomorrow morning, I'm still going to do it. I'm going to listen to the same type of things I'm telling you right now to keep my mind sharp. Because I got to keep, the mind keeps, it's basically just like a stomach. If you keep putting good things in it, you're going to be in it. But if you start putting bad things in, so you got to watch what you put in the mind constantly. It's a garden. Your subconscious mind will grow whatever you put in it. If you put a lot of crap into it, it's going to grow that. If you put a lot of beauty into it, it's going to grow beauty. It doesn't differentiate what you put into it. It's going to grow it no matter what. Like you can grow weeds in a garden, you can grow good pot flowers, right? It depends on what you want to grow in that soil. Your subconscious mind is soil. You've got to grow it correctly. So here we are now on the daily time frame, and we talked about this yesterday. We went over the fact that the shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, break out to the upside. It says we get up to the point of control, 118,004. Like we're just not done yet. And I like it. I just want to see the daily close above 113. Just give us a close above this resistance. I'll take it. That's all I want. Like today, I'll just take, we can go sideways for the rest of the day and do nothing. I'll love it. And we're going to show you the PPI that came out too and how the market spiked at that time. It's just such a good thing to look at. So moving forward, let's take a look at I like the 22 and the 12 sniper timeframes. And I told you, when they get above the 200, they're gone. That, like the second that candle closed above the 200, open the trade, gone. I was preemptive right when we opened here. I opened the trade with big money and I put stop losses below this wick. I never got taken out and I was able to sell today. I was underwater for a couple days. You see? But I was able to sell today on the spike. So I had a bunch of different trades open. I'm swing trading the daily while I'm running the 4 hour, while I'm scalping the 1 minute. And I'm using all the different exchanges. I love BITUNIX for scalping. I love Weeks for my 1 hour and my 4 hour hits. I like MEXC for my big time trades. $100,000, $300,000 trades because the fees are smaller, right? And so, you know, I like KKEX too. I really do like KKEX. KKEX is an awesome exchange, man. It's doing really good. Look, that was boom. All you had to do was play that. Support a resistance flip. Resistance right here. It flipped it. And that was also that 15-minute flag to the upside, and we're gone. Unbelievable. KKEX, baby. Bitcoin up $3,000 on the day, 2.7%. So the 8 hour time frame looking good. We got to get it above the 200 moving average. So look, we're still in this bigger picture here, and we got this kind of shoulder. You know, I look at this whole thing as a shoulder, head, shoulder. You see? To me, the whole thing is a complex head and shoulder, and then we started making these higher lows. Bitcoin's been making higher lows since the week began to the upside. Once we cross the 200 moving average on the 8 hour time frame, we are going to banana and likely back up here to the all-time high. We'll definitely stop at about 118,000 at that point, that POC, the point of control. So now what? Where are we? What are we doing? Well, let's remove the moving averages for a second. So we broke out of the falling wedge, which I have right here. We even retested a bit on the daily and the 8 hour, like that was that retest. We bounced. We made this ascending triangle, which I'm going to draw you now. And I felt like we broke out of it a couple times. It looks better on the 4 hour, right? And this is kind of what we did. Wick to wick, and the algorithmic measured move tells me we can get somewhere up to about 118,660 for Bitcoin. And look, the stochastics still have momentum on the 4 hour time frame. We just hit the 200 moving average. But when the price action gets in between the 21 and the 200, that's very, very Bollinger Band-esque. Whenever the Bollinger Bands are tight, you'll also see the 200 and the 21 getting tight like this. Whenever I've seen price action get crunched between the 21 and the 200, like here, right here, even from the bottom or the top, or from the top or the bottom, there's an explosive move. Whenever I see the 200 and the 21 getting very close together right here, like 21's below and they start getting close, price action's in between the 200 and the 20, look, an explosive move comes. So I'm looking for an explosive move for Bitcoin where it shoots up to about 118K, continues the rally through this VRVP, closes this candle above the 200 moving average, which is the same thing I just showed you on the 1 minute yesterday and the 5-day chart. Same scenario. So what am I looking for now? Well, I would like us to come back down and go after all the late longs right now, clear everybody out. Let me get rid of this. We don't need this. Unneeded. Clear everybody out here. Come back into position. Make this a bull trap, fake out, and then rip tonight. And then just start to rip tonight and give us a second chance to get in right here with a stop below the point of control and head us up to 119K. All right. In an ideal world. Now, if we're even more bullish than that, this is going to plow through more shorts today somehow, some way. We're going to get like a nasty squeeze. It's going to pull the 21 up with it, but it's going to short so fast and crazy. It's going to end up somewhere here at 117K at this resistance, and then it's going to crash down really fast back to the 21-day moving average. At that point, we'll be looking for the fib reversal, right? You'll pull the Fibonacci here. We'll be looking for the fib reversal in my group, somewhere in between the 5 and the 618 right here. And there may even be a flag on the 1 hour that pans out. It might even be more lateral. So I know exactly what to do. I'm either going to wait for us to come back in here and get it in. I'm going to scalp something that looks crazy if we stay above the 200. Or I'm going to, and try to catch this pump. Or after the pump, I'm going to wait for the reset and get in a massive long above the 200 moving average on the 4 hour, which is my go-to signal. So I'm locked in right now. I'm just locked in. I know exactly what I'd like to do and when. I know exactly why I want to do it and how. I know what I'd like to risk. I have the money in the accounts ready and waiting. And the whole, everything is planned out. I'm not, some people want to trade. They don't have the money in the account. They're like, I'm going to get in there tomorrow. I can't wait. It's like nothing is planned out at all. Not even the actions of how they start the trade, So I like what I'm seeing. Let me kind of whittle it back down here to the 1 hour. Now the 1 hour, same story, morning glory here. So we've got two scenarios here for Bitcoin. And both of them are nice. Resistance, resistance, clear resistance on the local time frame. Local means smaller. You know, something that you're going to see right now. 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, that's local. 113,380. We're away from the 21-day moving average. I've never in my, 2% of the time, I've seen an asset pump when you're this far from the 21. 90, I'd say 97, 98%, 9 out of 10, I mean, even more out of 9 out of 10, like 9.8 out of 10 times. This has to come back to the 21-day moving average before we can get a move. So I'm looking for a retest of 113,500. Or I'm looking for a beautiful bull flag that trends upwards and pulls the 21 with it. Either way, this is my next bigger trade that I'm thinking of taking. That'll be a beautiful retest too as well. We can get in on that monster move. So I wouldn't make a long just yet. I'd be waiting, and I may miss out. And at the same time, what I do is I'll be watching the real small time frames because they may tip me off to something. Like if this bounces like this. It has some Adam and Eve vibes. Look, it looks like an Adam and Eve that's going to dump, right? Back to the 200 at least on the 1 minute. That's what's likely going to happen here. But I believe there's some bullishness here. And there's also a chance it flags out. It bounces up and we start, we do something like this. And so I just wait. I don't know what price is going to do. I don't have to. Just like a chess player. If you're an amazing chess player, do you know what the opponent's going to do? No. You don't know what he's going to do. Sometimes you're pretty sure. You're like, you know what? If he's smart, that's his move. And then he takes the move and you're like, that was it. But there's times where you think he's going to do something and he does something different. He or she. So the idea is this. I mean, but does that mean you're going to lose? That means you're a bad chess player or you're going to lose? No. My whole point is being a good trader does not mean you know what price action is going to do every time. It means you know exactly how to react to what you see when you see it. It means you have, or like if I play chess and I have a setup, I do a couple moves and I'm like, if he moves there and there, I got him because he's playing into my hand. So I do the two moves and I wait. And if he does the moves that I'm suggesting he does, now I got the person. Now, if they don't do the moves, I have to try another one. That's what I do for trading. It's the same. Chess and trading very similar. If you're a good chess player or played chess in your life, I'd played a lot of chess at the beginning of my life, and then I haven't played chess a lot in the last 10 years. But from like 12 to 24, 25 years old, I played a lot of chess. I just don't do it anymore as much as I used to. I guess I'm in the markets a lot more. So we're watching this flag on the 1 minute. I'm not making a live trade right now, but I do see possible potential for the day to 115,850 and beyond. Okay. So I gave you everything I could from the monthly all the way down to the 1 minute. We even made a live trade that did not play out, right? And we actually lost. And look at the 2. That's crazy. So anyway, shout out to all the exchanges. Shout out to everyone that uses any of the exchanges we have here. And if you want to jump on in, we have a pinned comment. KKX has very low fees. I suggest you at least make it a backup exchange. I'm telling you right now, at least make it a backup exchange. Weeks is awesome. Good team. BITUNIX is awesome. Really stood by their word too. So, and there you have it. And here we are at 11:07. Not too shabby. We've done a lot already here on the channel. Shout out to the 1,726 beautiful souls here on the live. 496 likes. $99 in chat revenue. If you told me when this stream started, remember we used to have 4 people watching me, 10 people watching me, and we're going to have 1,700 people watching me in 2025. I would tell you were out of your mind. So God, thank you so much for this blessing. Today is an accomplishment. Today is amazing. Today we are at the winner's table. So, wow, this may dig in deep here. It may not be over for Bitcoin. Let's look at our 5-minute time frame too. It's a nice little scalp. Wow, the 5 minutes, like I'm in a flag and I'm going to pump. 5 minutes a bit flaggy. The 5 minute could just start doing damage right now. I know it sounds crazy, but like that 1 hour, the 1 hour is going to get very extended if we don't double top here. There's a chance we go. I just want the bot to get out, man. It'll be such a big payday for me if that bot gets out. I'm so close to the bot getting out. I'm so happy. Let's take a look at what's happening here on BOOKMAP. 116,000 is that next big red. Says we can go there. I don't see anything else too close on the book. Look at that. So if anything, it says we're going to short up to 116,000. So BOOKMAP's, with us too. To me, I kind of see, shoulder. What is supposed to happen is this is supposed to break down. We're supposed to dump back down to the 1 hour 200 or make some type of flag. It's unlikely that we're supposed to pump on the 5, but we could. You see? It's the less likely scenario though. So if you take this chance on this and it rips, I mean, you slid under the radar with a lower probability win. Well, I mean, we're bullish today and BOOKMAP's with us too. BOOKMAP's 116,000. That would take you to 115.7. So it could happen. I would watch your 5 if you like to live dangerously. If you've already made massive gains today and your belly is fat like mine is, then just chill. You don't have to chase a dang thing. So what? You missed the pump to 115. It'll come back down to the 21 at one point. You'll find a beautiful entry and life will go on, man. Please don't stress what you can't control. Just do what you can. Get in your trades, take your profits, move on. And I'm not a financial advisor. That's how traders have to trade. Okay, moving forward, let's take a look at what's happening here on the altcoin settings. In the last hour, did Bitcoin dominance push them up a little bit, or did they outpump? Man, I told you Omni over and over again. It's up now 15%. Proof looks interesting to me. SOMI finally took a hit after that massive move. SOMI and MIX, unbelievable. Really could have paid. MIX did like a freaking 14x or something crazy, like a 12x in 3 days or so. This is altcoin season, man. We're seeing some serious numbers. I remember someone the other day said, we'll never see those gains like we did before. I mean, I think we will. I think there's going to be new gains that people never even thought possible. Such a bigger market, institutional pumping, and just things that we've never had before, things that we've dreamed of. This liquidity is getting thicker. The more we play games here, the more these shorts will think they're in control. And then we can crack them another one. Bang, right? So right now, it's not amazing for the altcoins. They're a little like, whoa, what's Bitcoin doing? Right? So let's deep dive and see what's happening. See if there's anything that's kind of pushing it. Poseidon on my radar. Once it gets out of that funding round, I'd like to get involved in these funding rounds. We looked at a whale wallet yesterday in Venus. This guy had like $55 million in Venus. It's like he had a feeling this thing was going to boom. It's crazy. You can see all these people's wallets, and I teach people how to do that in the trading group. If you want to know more about that, join the trading group. I teach you how to find whale wallets, how to look at stuff on chain. It's really fun. We do a lot of different stuff there. It's not just about, it's a cryptocurrency Discord. We break down so much awesome information. Sky. I like Sky. It's attached to DeFi. When Sky keeps moving, BitTensor. We put a call out for it just the other day. I like it. AVAX, I put a call for it. It's up since the call. World Liberty, I got in at 21, 22. I'm sitting there. We'll find out what happens. I love my render. I have a huge bag of it. Immutable X, Pancake Swap, I believe, is going up. I see Aerodrome continuing. Story had a nice pump yesterday. You'd think it would pull back. Yeah, so the altcoin's doing all right. Atom, I believe, has bottomed. Probably a good place to stake some Atom because it has one of the highest APYs, 13%. You can't really beat that. And on Coinbase, so it's like a very commercial place to get 13%. I mean, it's unbelievable, really, if you think about it. It's insanity. And then if Atom ever goes back to 10 to 15 bucks, and then you held that Atom, and then you sell it all at once after also making the residual, it's pretty amazing when you think of how crypto can really pay you. It's way above any asset in the bank right now. And it's still kind of hush-hush under the radar. Like, people don't talk about it enough. And Atom produces a serious yield. And right now, it's been between 450 and 470 for months, so it's kind of flat. And even if it's stable, that's what you want. If this thing stayed stable at 470, it would be a huge payout at 13% APY. Again, I'm a holder of Atom. Of course I am, so I'm talking about it. And it's also pretty boring. All right, it hasn't moved much. But I believe once DeFi starts to rip, institutions will see this, and they'll take advantage of Atom's APY. And I think it can only begin to grow. All right. I still got faith. My ex shorted it yesterday, got a little 180% gain there, jumped on out, and then the thing just decided to do damage. So remember, just to kind of check back with you, we're watching how this 1 minute is panning out here for Bitcoin. Seems like it's got a flag on the 5. We were looking at this flag that broke out. And I told you it was highly unlikely this flag will break out, but it could. It doesn't mean it can. It definitely would defy the odds. How do I know that? I've just watched all these pumps in my life. And I've studied right when we get to the 5 minute now on the live stream by myself intently for, and I have it all kind of categorized in my mind. Thoughts on NEAR? I hold a big bag of NEAR. I do. I think NEAR is also, it's inside of the coins that the U.S. likes. And I see a NEAR ETF coming. And so even though it's quiet, no one talks about it enough. Doesn't get a lot of buzz. It's actually been sold off for 4 months straight, too. It's in the dumps like most coins. I believe it's bottomed. It's got a cup and handle on the monthly. Sad, though, right? It's taken a beat down. A real beat down. And below the 200 moving average on the daily, like, wow, NEAR is in, it's in dire, help me emergency, right? It's just dang. It's the lowest it's been in hasn't been this low since January of 24. Soon it'll be near 2 years, right? Finally making a very strong bullish divergence on the daily as it swings up on the RSI. The RSI hasn't been this low since it came down to these lows in August of 24. So it's been a year since the RSI has gotten that low before. Telling me that's likely a bottom, but wow, what happened to NEAR? In the last 4 or 5 days, it got a massive sell-off. While the whole market's been interesting, NEAR has been absolutely taking a pounding. I know people are positioning or trying to find the best price. Dang. NEAR at $2.16. I got a NEAR here. We were able to sell it somewhere at 7. Started DCAing back into here to $3. Bought some more down on the low, and then it's just been holding it ever since. The TA doesn't look amazing on NEAR. It's sad. I haven't looked at it in a while. Solana looks better. Everything else is above the daily 200 moving average. This has a lot of work to do. It is in the discount, though, and it's approaching previous resistance. So, hey, it could be a great steal for an amazing project. I believe it's going to be hot. My bag's pretty big right now as it is at 270. So we'll see. I got faith that NEAR will come back over time out of this giant kind of cup and handle, but I will tell you it is one of the weaker charts I've seen in a long time because it's so far away from the daily 200 moving average. This bullish divergence has to pump, and it looks like it could take till weird, man. If NEAR took its time, it would take till March or April just to get back to 377. It's kind of weird. Sam, how do you trade on time when Bitcoin moves? Do you set up an alarm for those times where liquidity or what? I mean, I'm just tuned in, man. I just know I do it all day long, all the time. I'm really good at setting up the flag, and I can see, when I set up a 15-minute flag, I can tell, in 2 to 3 hours, that flag's going to be full. And then I set an alert, and I watch my phone, and then I look at it an hour later. I'm just locked in, man. I look at the price of Bitcoin about twice an hour, even when I'm not looking at it. And I've already done my update, so I'm updating my brain on, how the update's going. You know what I'm saying? I'm just always virtually in the trade in my mind. I always keep a portion of my brain for trading open. It does take a lot of I can't focus on a lot of other things when I do that. Right? And I'm not good at doing 2 things at once. And so even when I'm out with my wife and doing stuff, she does have to know sometimes I am, I always got a trading desk open on this part of my brain. So it's hard, man. It's not easy. It's work. People want things to be, they want AI and alerts and it ought to be touch and go, but it's work, man. You got to put in the work. That's why it was hard when I had a full-time job. What I can do is help you swing trade, help you figure out how this works. And I made a lot of money swing trading and just investing. That got me enough money to get out of my full-time job so I could begin to day trade. See, I made money investing first. I made a few million investing. Then I was able to quit my job and become a day trader. Then I was able to teach people, right? It all kind of happened as now I day trade basically for a living. Every day I'm taking money out the market if I can, right? Lifer, on your own time, can you look at Velvet, sir? Keep on keeping. You helped me so much so far. Thank you. Shout out to Cryptic Rebel. God bless you, man. And I know if I keep the frequency high, I'm going to help others, and that's the key. When you locked into Bitcoin wakes you up without an alarm, it's crazy. When that happens, it really does. You just know. You just kind of know. Yeah. Polygon, please. Thanks a lot. Thank you, Last Tin Can. I like that name, man. That's cool. And shout out to the super chats. Thank you so much. Look at the 10, 10, 10. The yellow super chat has a nice color. Brings a nice vibe to the channel. We've set up a GoFundMe to help with his medical expenses and all that little things add up in the journey. I know times are hard for everyone, but truly, even the smallest What are you asking for, Mr. Q? Hey, Lifers, I don't usually post things like this, but today I'm reaching out from my heart. My brother-in-law is battling cancer right now, and it's been incredibly tough. Fight for him and our family. I just got to be careful about that because we could get hit with someone that's, you know what, I hate to say it, the S word, right? The SCA, you know. So we'll see if we can verify and reach out. Keep on keeping on. God bless you, though. What I love about this community is the way we support each other, and beyond that, just crypto markets. You guys have always been about more than charts. Thank you. Well, you know why? Because life isn't like this channel is truly a lifestyle, and it's a diary of my life. I happen to trade, so it's a trading channel, but it's really a channel. It's Sam Price's life, man. And in my life, I like people. I talk about people. We connect. Nair doesn't look amazing. Let's continue through these super chats and see what's happening. And we're not done yet. We could still make a live trade here. It's not time to tune on out. It's time to get down. Okay, let's take a look at the fan funding here. Underground crypto success is not something you pursue. It's something you attract by the person you become. Jim Rohn, 100%. Thank you for reminding us of that every day. God bless you, brother, on your way to success. You are successful. You're in the right mindset, so you're done. It just comes after that. Once the mind's locked in, the world responds. Blessed to be with Sammy and the 99. Hopefully the 99 can crush the next Mexi team event and show the world Sammy and the Master Friends wisdom. Blessing, Sammy. Yeah, if you want to jump on into the next Mexi event, let's go hard as the lifers. Last tin can, thoughts on the near. Idaho Potato. Can we have a look at Kinesis? Actually, do you actually have a third-party audit of your profit? Love you, Sammy. God bless you, man. I don't need anyone to go through my third-party audit of my profits. Yeah, I don't want anyone knowing how many Bitcoins I own, when I bought them, and for what. It's none of anybody's business, so... I showed you my P&L on weeks right now. I show you that I win constantly. And honestly, my money has nothing to do with your money. I actually don't want to know your money, man, so you shouldn't want to know mine either. It's a waste of your time. Okay? But God bless you. Yeah. Let's look at Idaho Potato. Maybe I'll open up another account, work on it for years, like one that I don't really care about. That doesn't, like, give off, like, personal information. Yeah. And, like, what if last night I went crazy, went through all my accounts and, like, blew them all up on I had this crazy idea I had told nobody, and I thought I went all in for, like, 500 grand for $4 million last night, and I got stopped out, and I did it 3 times, and I lost $3 million. But I played every trade perfectly, like, today on the live. Like, you wouldn't know if I was broke or not, so, like, it doesn't matter. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, like, think about it logically. It doesn't matter. My P&L doesn't... How much money I made in my life and my entire trading profits kind of doesn't matter. Even, I guess I get it. We want to know that you've made money, so we know that my systems work, man. I prove it every day. Like, I don't need to make millions of dollars. I can make 100 I can use smaller trades to show you that it works. Just show up every day and keep pushing yourself, and you'll see. Okay, let's take a look at Cardano. And provide more value here on the channel. That's weird. Oh, so I was back in time. That's crazy, right? Was I back in time? No, maybe just on Cardano. That's weird. Anyway. So I'm looking at Cardano here. That makes me think that I'm on my last analysis. Like, was that back in time? Yeah, see, this 5 should be breaking down to the downside. We should be dumping. Because the 1 hour is too far for the 21-day moving average. That's a beautiful short back to the 21, technically. Like, that's going to go back to the 21-day moving average. Like, 95% of the time, you're going to win this trade if you short it right now. I'm just being honest. Look, you short the tweezer bot. You get in here with a stop above those 2 tweezers, and you just wait patiently for price to go back down to the 21-day moving average. That's such a payday right there. It's ridiculous. At least look to take profit somewhere at 113. And if we're bullish, fine. We'll get some type of crazy bounce, and we'll make an ascending triangle or a bull pennant. Right now, I would stay away from the small time frames. I would not scalp, and I'd wait for the 1 hour to come back to the 21. We had our fun, man. We got a huge pump throughout the day. I mean, we got it. We needed that 2 hour. We nailed it. We got the liquidity grab of the day, basically, and now it will likely subside. BOOKMAP is screaming 14.5, though. Look at that. 14.5 just arrived and got dumb red. It wasn't that red just an hour ago, 20 minutes ago. This is BOOKMAP showing us where people's stop losses are and the liquidity that's around us. Let's go back to Cardano and show you what my man's asking. So Cardano, I'm bullish on. We had a trade right there. I don't know why it disappeared, but we had a trade here on Cardano. Right there at that key level. The entry is about 79. That trade's in the money, and I see Cardano headed to $2. And Cardano's buzzing. It's buzzing right now. And so this is the trade. This is what Total 3 looks like. This is what Solana looks like. This is what all the big boys look just like this. And look, it's my signal. You're above the 21. You're above the 200, touch of the 21. I'm just waiting for Cardano to do its thing slowly but surely. You take a look at the 3-day chart, one of my go-to charts. It's got a higher low. Super green candle. Looking beautiful. Cup and handle kind of. 3 higher lows in a row. Above the 200, 21. Stochastics curving. Lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. Cardano about to blast. It's up to you whether you want to take a trade out. All right, I'm not going to force anybody, but right now, an entry right there with a stop, like right below that previous wick at 67, looks beautiful for a move to $2, $1.98. $1.98 or $2, right? Bang. Take a look at Velvet on my own time. I'll take a look at that. Let's take a look at Polygon, which is back to pole. I don't know why they got rid of the name Matic. It's so hot. Polygon's like not marketable at all, but hey, that's what they thought. I would have said, no. Why did they change off Matic? Was it more like it wasn't Googleable, like automatic? Matic's hot, man. I got that Matic. I got that Polygon. Like Polygon's overused too. Like people Polygon, it's just like, I don't know. I thought it was a bad move. So I like Matic right now. And I told you I like DeFi. Matic is a beautiful DeFi protocol. It works very well and it's inexpensive to use. And it gains APY. And you have to understand, people will build on it quickly. So Matic was quiet. They beat it to the ground. I still own my Matic, and I still believe it could boom. I don't see why Matic can't get all the way back up to, $2, $3 over time. Because it has a real use case. It's a real product with a real team. It's a gas station. Like, people can get gas from it and buy accessories at the gas station. Like, it works, man. And it's been working. One of the best chains in the game, actually. I love Matic. Never had an issue. I never remember Matic going down. I saw the price. It had a hiccup one time, and it had a crazy, hack kind of thing going on one time. And the price collapsed. Matic 100x, too, from when it came out on the IEO. I remember the day it hit Binance. It was an IEO, and I remember the day it hit Binance. I stayed up all night till 1:30 in the morning to see Matic hit the exchange. I remember the day Matic hit, man. Man, wow. That's when altcoins were just now they're fun, but back then they were like unicorns. Like, they were like these majestic creatures you never heard of. It was amazing. I know it sounds funny what I just said, but it's true. Like, they were like, fairy tales, man. Like, wow, really? You could make 50x, 100x. Like, just wait 18 months, get in at the right time. Look at this. It had an ascending triangle that broke out. It had a golden cross of the daily. It's touching the 21 now, back above the 200. Resetting on the stochastics. Matic looks ready. Poised and ready. I like Matic right now for a trade, personally. But you do what you do. I do what me do. And together, we can find a happy schmedium. You wear schmedium shirts? I get mediums and they shrink in the, right? And then you wear them a schmedium. Hey, a little schmedium over there, a little young. This guy's shirt's a little young over here. So can we... I love that. My buddy used to say that. Like, I'd come in, hang out at his house, my shirt a little tight. He'd be like, yo, you're a little young there, huh? It's like, your shirt's a little young, kid. Stupid. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. And let's continue to move forward. I love my crypto rank. I like looking at it every day. It's just kind of an OCD thing I do now. And I like looking at recently listed trending coins. So we got recently lifted. We got Jet2 Holidays, Francis. Hey, that's funny, man. Miss AI, Yomi, Aristotle by Virtuals, Baguette. Interesting. Aristotle, Fassi. Rain. I heard Rain was hot. 2.3 billion. And it went up hot. So GameStop futures, HYPERBEAT, X EtherFi Hype, BEHYPE. Interesting. 139 million market cap. HYPERBEAT. What is that? Liquid staking token for Hype, built in collaboration with EtherFi. Interesting. That could do damage over time, right? BEHYPE, liquid staking. So you can stake Hype, get BEHYPE, and then use BEHYPE. What is liquid staking? Well, staking was when you took your money and you put it into a protocol. Basically, you locked it up. You said, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to lock it in your protocol. What they do is they give you fees by locking up your money in their protocol, right? Because it takes money out of circulation, raises the rate, and basically lowers, makes it more valuable. When you lock up coins, they're more valuable because they're not in circulation. Understand? So by locking up, you gain that value back, right? And then you can also get some fees on the exchange. You can become a part of the exchange in a way. So what they do now, right, with liquid staking, which isn't new. I've been liquid staking Ethereum now for over a year and a half. So what they do now is you put your Ethereum in, like I do it for Ethereum. I put my ETH in. You have ETH, you buy ETH. Then you put ETH in, like EtherFi. And they give you a token back for your ETH. Then you can stake that token as well. Now you can earn double rewards on both tokens. It's kind of crazy. You could also go out there and sell that staked ETH for US Tether. But the only thing is you got to come back and replace the staked ETH to get your ETH back. If you lose the staked ETH, you lose your ETH as well. You see what I mean? So I safely just stake them both together and make the dual rewards. I don't go and play around with the liquid Ethereum. You see what I'm saying? But right now I have over 40 grand in liquid staking on the Ethereum protocol. Yeah, and I also have Kepler going. I have a lot of DeFi, but I didn't talk about DeFi for the last 18 months because DeFi is pointless when the altcoins are in the bag, right? No one's running in. But when we start to see altcoin season, DeFi rips. And you can make a serious amount of money on the APY and the residuals of the coin pumping, But again, there is a greedy science where people get so stuck at the API of DeFi that they forget to sell. And then don't get too greedy. It's happened to me. I've been through it all. All right. Have we gone over ETH yet? If not, please, sir. Also, we might need to throw something on the calendar for a hangout. Been a minute. Stay blessed. Yeah, man, for sure. I agree. Let's raise the vibration together, man. 100%. Let's take a look at Ethereum. So I see Bitcoin making its way back to the 21-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame. If you trust my systems and my strategies, you'll see that I'm almost pretty dang accurate. So it says you pull a fib here, and you can see right there the 618 is the 113, 112.9. Let's just come visit 113 one more time, bounce off of it, and be on our merry way. The bot was so close to getting out, still hasn't gotten out yet. It's absolutely insane. You think it would take a partial just in case, but the bot just it has no emotions. So it could be a dollar away from its out, and it'll sit there for a week before it gets out again. You know what I mean? That's the only thing about a bot. Kind of would be smart just to get out there if you're a dollar away and then reset your set, But a bot will do what a bot does. So it may be 100% over time, but it might every once in a while make a decision that a human would be like, come on, that's kind of funny. But that's what, that's why it's a bot. So we're cool with Bitcoin on the 1 hour. We kind of know what's happening. We're either making a sideways flag or a downward flag. We doesn't need to know which one, really. Unless you're shorting right now, but I don't short the market. So not when we're in a huge uptrend. I'll short later on. Let's take a look at Ethereum and see what's happening to our baby, Ethereum. Ethereum, as some people say. Let's take a look at ETH on MEXC and see what's happening. Song doesn't work for me. It's too weird. It's like an emo song when you're trying to get crazy with the chart. It doesn't work, right? Not for me, at least. Okay, let's keep it moving. And shout out to everyone here. If you want to jump on in, go to CryptoLifer.com up at the top right there. That is my website. I am the Crypto Lifer. My name is Sam Price. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And if you go to CryptoLifer.com, you can subscribe to the trading group. We appreciate it. I'm here every single day. If you want what I got, if you want to learn what I learns, if you want to be where I bees, jumps on ins to CryptoLifers.coms. Okay? I'm over this. He's there 3 times a day or more. Even more than 3. He's there all night over there. And seriously, I love popping into the chat and talking with everybody. My mentor never did that. He ran a trading group and he was kind of like untouchable. I don't do that. I'm like, you might actually just say hi to me today in the group. Jump on in today and say, what up, lifer? I can't talk all the time. I am busy. When I use the screen time, I do it to help you the most. And if I'm in there chatting, I'm not helping you the most, right? No. If I'm going and scanning the market, working my butt off, and pushing out content to help you see the market, then I'm working, So as much as I would love to chat all day, I can't, right? But I still take some time to be a part of the group because I love the group. And I just want to be like one of you guys. I'm Sam Price, who started the group, but I'm also Sam Price, who joined the group, right? I'm both guys. How you doing? How's your life? How's your week? How's your grandma, grandpa, your aunt, your uncle? How's the gerbil? How's the guinea pig? The goldfish? You might have an iguana, a monitor. Hope everything's going well in your life. The dog, the cat, the parakeet. And God bless everything in your life, man. You know, Ethereum, we went over this. It looks like the weekly just needs to reset. I talked about this the other day. It just looks like it's going to be Bitcoin's turn for a little bit. 4-day chart, daily chart, you know. I mean, this looks kind of interesting, like it could bounce. But then I just feel like it bounces to the top of this channel. You know, I do see a bounce here, though, for ETH. Like, look at that. It's kind of like a cup and handle. It may make a W and just rip. I like consolidation personally, though. It's just lower risk, right? When you get consolidation and you trade it, the odds are you're going to win the trade are way higher, right? Because if you go and look at every single thing in its life and you go watch every big pump that ever happened, it usually started with consolidation before the pump, which is up and down price action in a tight channel. That's what consolidation is. Like orange juice consolidates, right? When you put it in the freezer, right? Things get tight. They freeze up. They get really tight and chunky. Consolidation. You'll hear me say the word consolidation all the time on the channel. I love it. I use it to make gains every single day. I used it this morning. I found consolidation on the 15-minute. I was in there on that flag. Bang. So it looks like ETH could pump. Let's take a look at our 8-hour. It's above the 200 moving average with tight move. That looks good. I like. It's kind of an Adam and Eve right there. It does look like ETH is Adam and Eve. Looks like you can get a pump up, but even once you hit 4.8, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back down again and starts to go range bound, which is fine. That's a beautiful range for ETH to be in. 4-hour time frame. Let's look at our 1 hour. Same thing here. So I would trade ETH just like Bitcoin, but I'd wait for the 21-day moving average to touch price action. This is beautiful. You're about to get the model on the 1 hour. Pre-model is better than the model, right? When you can see the model before it. So when I see this on the 1 minute, I see this on the 1 minute all the time. You see me do this on the 1 minute. 1 minute breaks above the 200, it pumps. We get the sell-off after the massive bot explosion. And then we have to wait for the 21 to cross and touch price action above the 200 moving average. If we get that, we get our continuation to the upside and ETH pumps. This is the strategy that we're going for. This is the sauce that I continue to teach. All right? There's no me in this, right? This is just us. This is the knowledge. So if I was trading ETH, I would go to, you know, one of my favorite exchanges, KKEX, right? I'd go over to, I need to get rid, I basically change these to SMAs. Hit the indicator. If you want to trade like I trade, hit MA twice. Hit the settings, turn this to the 1 and move it over. That's the 21 day. Hit the settings, turn this to a 200, move it over. 200. Hit OK. 21. Hit OK. Now you have the 21 and the 200. Now you can see the entry is when the 21 was above the 200. You see how clean I get? Flag above the 2, you know. The 21 will just make you so accurate, it's insane. And so what we do is we just watch like this. ETH looks like it could do damage. I mean, Bitcoin. If that flag pulls up with the 15-minute, you stay sideways, we're going to go up to 116,000 later on today. And it looks like the pump could happen somewhere at about, you see that? At 2 o'clock. See, at 1400. All right, 12 is 12. 1400 is between 2 and 2:30. I'd be watching price action pretty closely. We might get the after lunch pump. You do the same thing here on Ethereum, right? But for ETH, I'll go to the 1 hour. And like I showed you, we just do this. Look at our support or resistance that matters. We'll map it out. Kind of see there's one like there and there's, you know. Now we don't know exactly what it's going to do, but we already can kind of see. It could do this. It could make an up trending flag. It could go even further down. But I'm waiting for the 21 to come and touch price. I'm waiting for price. And I know that's going to take, you know, if you hit this and you hit shift. And you move over, look, 12 hours, 9 hours. And it's 11:30 now. So we're looking at 8 o'clock tonight. And Wednesday night's one of my favorite nights to trade. So like it all starts to make sense too. And now when I see why I trade liquidity when I do, then I see my setups line up at the same time. It's like we live in the Matrix. I live in some type of simulation. It gets real weird. So then I set up my trade. I go to the long tool and I begin to set up my trade. Boom. Boom. If I'm super less risk, I'll go below the 200 here. If I'm feeling extra good, I'll go up a little bit. I like to be in between. I'd probably go as low as I can just to get 3. That way, there's a good chance the 200 will creep up later on. I then type in the trade. The take profit's going to be 4586. And this is KKEX. I like that little sound. The only one that does that. 4336. Little type in sound there. It's kind of cool. Works for me. Hit my advanced button. I see I'm going 3,600 for 10,000. That makes sense for me. It'd be a pretty nice trade. I've taken $1,500 and turned it into about a little over $3,000. Or a little under 3, about 29 now. And then I put them under 10 grand into KKEX. So I got the winnings I'm on. I'm up about a little under 2 grand. Right? And I got a little under, no, I'm up like 1,400, excuse me. And then I put in 10 grand. All right, of my money. That's my money. This ain't no, they did give me a 20 grand like practice account that I guess like I could play with or something, we could do that and we'll make like some outlandish crazy trades on that account. Like we'll do like just blow the 20 grand, you know what I mean? We'll make some, but this is my real money, so I'm not doing that, you know what I mean? But maybe we'll do that one day for fun. I'm just like, but I don't know. I'm not into that. I like trading real money every time. So I trade my money or money that I can actually lose. So KKEX, this would be the setup. And again, I'd wait patiently. Like people want to trade right now. Then when it starts to pump, they get real emotional. They get in and then it comes back down and then they get emotional crazy. And then they're in and out 5 times and you got to literally just set the alert and walk away. There's a chance you miss out on that. Okay, you have to be okay with all of the parameters and just say, I'm only going to take it if it goes my way. That's the best way to trade. Can you look at Sol, please? So I just gave you ETH. I went over it in depth. I then also showed you how I'm going to trade it. And I showed you exactly what I'm doing and how to do it. I can't be any more transparent. Let's take a look at Sol. And you still can't get everything from the live stream because this morning we took massive gains in the trading group and you weren't able to get there if you weren't in there, right? So we talked about the Sol trade for days. We went over it many, many times. I talked about accumulating Sol here on the bounce. I talked about it here. We talked about it there. We made the flag. We gave the final entry again at 205. I've talked about it over and over again. I said Sol's going to explode. The ETFs are coming. It's taken, Sol BTC is beaten up. Sol ETH is beating up. Like Sol is coming for a vengeance, and it's coming strong. And so if you're in the trading group, you're in the money now. No questions asked, and we're headed to 299. I put 100K in Sol. You know what I mean? So I'm not playing around, right? And I did it at a good time back in the day. See, look, it's like convert your Sol. Right there, you get a thing. Earn up to 9% APY. Convert your Sol into P-Sol to earn rewards. Send it, trade it, or spend it, just like Sol. I mean, it is 9% APY, and I got 200 grand. That's 20 grand a year, right? Look, Sol made me $11,000 today, man. Insane, right? My $200,000 bag of Sol, kicking it. Look, my kitty coin. I still got some kitty. That's stupid. And Doge, man. The Doge really falling off, man. I had faith this was going to be a big one. I had faith in Colin, too, and Leia AI. They both made me think they were going to do. Every time I research a little coin, I'm like, it's going to go up. I keep getting this jungle for free. I guess I hold something that gives me jungle. I don't know what it is. Look at all this nonsense I got in here. Remember Mama Spent? Yo, crazy. Oh, my gosh. Anyway. Yeah. Sol, USDT. Going up to 299. It's going to take its time. You know, shoot a little up, go sideways to the 21, shoot a little up, sideways. It'll take its time. Look at the last big surge we had here. Look at this. I just like doing this because this is pretty likely. And then put it here. You can see that was about what it's going to take. And then you can hit shift and look at it. And that's 28 days. So about a month from now, or likely to hit 300 bucks. All right, for Solana. Good luck to everybody that's in the trade with me. And may we continue to make gains with Solana. Up over 100,000 beans for Sol, baby Sol. Can you look at Sol, please? We just did, Iris. God bless you. Thank you so much for that super chat. Unbelievable. Okay, let's get back into the live chat and see how much more value we can bring. I had 20 Sol, accidentally bought Bitcoin with it when converting some meme coins to Bitcoin. Bought that Sol at 140. Saying glad you invested 200K in Sol instead of selling your soul to the devil. You're funny, man. Don't do it on Coinbase, right? But can't go wrong buying BTC. Be careful with token. Enter your wallet 100%. Thank you. Yes, shout out to Vegas Claw 100%. Yes, they'll rob your you is Unu. Sammy is the greatest. Servano Estrada, you're the greatest, man. God bless you. And may God protect me and my funds, man. I'm out here live every single day. It's not easy, right? Battling this, showing people everything. Like, it's like, you know, a lot of people are like, that's why I keep the toolie over here. Hey. AVAX price prediction. Sam, go to Sol Incinerator and cash out those dead memes for Sol. Easy extra couple $100. I didn't know there was one. Thank you for telling me, man. I'd love to get rid of all that trash. We talked about AVAX. We went over it many, many times. Like over and over again. I even said it was the trade of the week back there at 22. You're the money now at 28. Congratulations on the AVAX call. You're getting above previous areas. The 21 was above the 200. These are very likely moves. This was very likely going to happen. I see AVAX headed to 37 somewhere by October 6th. From there, I don't know. I'm not going to make some big long-term predictions yet. I got to see how the market moves. Shout out to Consequence 82. God bless you, man. Sam, thank you for saying that. It's my daughter's 12th birthday. God bless her, man. May she enjoy her 12th year on this earth. She's blessed to have a dad as nice as you that supports the lifer like you do. You're a blessed man. You've always been behind me. You're loyal. You're awesome. You're nice. You're full of love. God bless you, my friend. Thank you. I love me some consolidated orange juice, 100%. The chamois short squeeze orange juice all day long, baby. Let's get it. Shout out to Skylar if you're out there, man. Let's get it. I'm yacht thirsty, man. I want to go out on the yachts, bro. I want to trade live on the yachts. Shout out to my man, Kevin. Shout out to Greg and the crew. God bless everybody out here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for kicking it with the live, for making this community amazing as we continue to rip every single day. Protect this man at all costs. Dwayne, thank you. Does anyone want to dedicate their life to protecting me? Anybody out there? We'll feed you. Can you look at AKE, please? AKE, have never heard of it. Or maybe, oh no, I did. Actually, yeah, we talked about it recently, and I said it actually looks like it could do some damage. Akito, thank you for bringing that up. Dude, I brought it up, and I thought it was going to do damage. Remember when I said we got to look at Akito, and I put an alert there? Oh my God, I was correct, huh? We looked at this coin up on the weekly screen share, right? It was like, I have an alert right there on Akito. It's up 100%. It's been listed on KuCoin on 820. See, I got these alerts. Look, it got listed on Kraken on 821. 821. So look, you got to see this tells you it's probably going to move. Akito on KuCoin, Kraken, L-Bank. They had a big listing. They hit every exchange in 2 days, you know. That thing's been ripping. Absolutely ripping. Funny, I'm sitting there, I was like, it was a brand new coin. I made the cup, and I said, just watch it with an alert here. I said, it could do some damage. Just buying new coins on MEXC, it's insane, right? But, you know, is this thing going to do a Metaplex or something? An MYX? Not a Metaplex, but a MYX? MYX? I would watch this thing, man. These coins have been going crazy recently. I'd set an alert right there, and it is high risk. There's some bearish div. You never know. But, man, it's on a tear, and if anything can continue to rip, it's something that's already on an uptrend like that. That's crazy. You dedicated your life to the great one and only King of Kings. He will protect you as long as you are aligned as you are. Ultimate protector, 100%, man. May Jesus protect me throughout everything. May God keep me sane and keep me whole. Keep me with my family and my wife and doing all the right things with my family. Dear Lord, thank you for everything you've given me in this life. Thank you for this beautiful day in which you've enriched me with. Thank you for the ability to wake up and have the use of my legs that I may walk to the bathroom. There's people that had to get in a wheelchair the second they woke up, and they're still grateful for it. You know what I mean? But still, there's people that have, I'm so lucky to have all my children. When I go to bed every night, I say thank you for my 3 kids and that they all went to bed safe. May they have another beautiful day, Redac after token unlock should do okay, yeah. The token you said you didn't know on your wallet could be easy. No, scammers send tokens to your wallet you interact with, and your funds are gone. 100%. Yeah, you don't interact with them. That's the thing. If you don't do anything, you're fine. I joined the Lifer group a day ago. I made 99 back and some. Thank you, Sam. What's your opinion on Filecoin? And Johnny 500 comes in and already makes his money back. This is another person. Someone said that yesterday. We're getting one of these every day. If you could, please, for me, it would be really nice of you, and it helps me. And as a business, as a small business, mom and pop shop here. If you go to the testimonials and write that in, say, hey, I joined the 99. Next day, I made my money back. If you can write this stuff in, I'd greatly appreciate it. It's free to enter the testimonials in here. And I'll do anyone who enters a testimonial once a month, I'll pick someone too, and we'll do something cool. So you give back, I'll find a way to give back as well. But I don't want to I want them to be really natural and just come the way they're supposed to come. Amen. Thanks for the TA, Sammy. You the best. Shout out to Crypto for Gains. God bless you, man. Humble on the rumble. My man, God bless you. And may God keep us pure and safe. Seriously. Away from, all the nuances that money brings. And help me stay a family man. Help me not go astray. And help me just continue to do what I do for my community and my family. Amen. And may God bless you and your family and everything you're going through too as well. Remember, I prayed for God for strength. He gave me more problems to make me stronger. Sometimes you feel like God forgot about you. Let God work his magic through you. You don't understand yet what God has planned for you, and you think that God has forgot about you. That's what happened to me. Because my mind wasn't educated enough to realize what God had done for me. Understand? If that doesn't make sense, soon it will. Just have faith, my friends. Have faith. Somia Network, it came out strong in the last 7 days. It's back above a dollar. That thing could do damage. Tried to short this yesterday. It did well. It went from 17.8 down to 14 or 13.8, but it still held pretty nicely right now. Up 1,300% in a week. 13x. Unbelievable. World Liberty kind of holding its own. It may have got the sell-off. It may start to make a balanced foundation here. I like BitLayer. I keep bringing it up. It's very small. Solana on the move. As you can see, ETFs, institutional involvement. There's something big going on there. Bitcoin, ENA, Pyth, the Oracle. People realize what's happening there. And Hyperliquid, our Hyperliquid trade just exploded. Let's talk about Hyperliquid right now and how much money Sammy just made today. Because remember when I put that 20 grand into Hyperliquid? My gosh. And I gave you guys this Hyperliquid trade. We talked about it. We've been over it. We had that spike at 55. We came down. I loaded up more on Hyperliquid. I bought even more. If I look at my daily P&L today, it's going to be scary because I'm in some things that are up huge, and I piled into them pretty heavily. We're up $17,000 today on the move here. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just showing you this is what happens when you bust your butt every single day. You position yourself, you swing trade, you stay focused. Again, I'm probably not going to take that off the table just now, but we have it loaded up. SEI also looking nice. Right? Ondo looking good. Deep Book. I share my portfolio every Thursday night. Tomorrow night, we'll go over it. I don't sell it. I show you exactly what I say I still have going. You are all underexposed on Hyperliquid. Thank you. I believe it. It's going to be huge. And it's on its way. It's just going well. The next dip, the next flag, I think I'm going to load up again and just double up from 55 to 100. I see $100 is easy for Hyperliquid. Yeah, it's the hottest DeFi exchange ever. It's made more money than I think Robinhood at one point too. It's caking. And I told you this was going to be a basically free, I don't want to say free money, but man, this was it just took a long time. We got in here somewhere in August, right? It's not even that bad though. A month to I just felt like there was no way I was going to lose money on this. And I don't like saying that, but this was guaranteed gains. I should have put $1 million in that trade right there, honestly. But again, eventually one day I will. You know why? I don't need to take that much risk, but dang. So shout out to anyone that traded Hyperliquid or in the gains. You could see, man, they may be quiet for a while, but when my channel and the things start to rip, it's going to be gains on gains on gains on gains, man. We put out Switch yesterday, massive gains. We put out Bitcoin this morning, massive gains. We're going to show you how we do this every single day, you know. Switch went for a beautiful pump of 26%. We talked about it in the trading group yesterday. One of the calls. Accurate call for Bitcoin. It was going to bounce last night off that 15-minute. It did exactly that. Accurate call for Bitcoin today. It was going to come out the flag and hit the target. It did exactly that. Didn't hit the stop loss. Perfect entry. Stop below the 200. And people say I don't need a stop loss. But wow, like I can teach you how not. There's no stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. No stop loss got hit in the making of these trades if you put them in the right positions. Anyway, just absolutely beautiful. And the Hyperliquid trade starting off, the AVAX trade starting off, the Solana trade starting off. Like, I don't know what else we could do. We are printing gainitis out here all day long. All right. And you don't even have to deep dive and be on these tiny little coins. There's money in the big coins right now in the top 10. Let's take a look at Sky. I want you to understand what's happening with Sky. It's connected to Maker, right? That's DeFi. That's that. I think that could do damage. I like a dip on this thing because dipski, please, right? All volume on the daily there. They got it on KKEX too. Super low on KKEX. It could be Sky AI. There's a few different ones. I want to make sure we're on the right one. Here we go. Sky on BITUNIX. Comes out on August 24th. Has a monster little pump there, right? As you saw on Coinbase kind of putting it out. So bullish today. Previous supporters resistance. Brand new coin. Almost feel like it's making a new channel there, right? Definitely made the flag that it broke out from. I'd do something like this and see if it can flag out. Almost feel like it could be part of this same flag, right? Like, you know, DeFi is going to pick, all coins rip, DeFi picks up. You're going to see a massive influx in protocols that have TVLs, total value locked. And I'm predicting that Sky, through my speculative DeFi knowledge, is going to do damage. And you're going to see it somewhere at about 9 cents, right? That's my own speculation, completely coming out of nowhere. I didn't even plan on talking about it today. I get these epiphanies on the live that I feel like I channel information, and there it is. From the universe. Boo looks interesting to me. I like Boo. Cup and handle bouncing off this low level. Oversold stochastics. Boo looking like it could do some damage. TA on REI, short term, and Toshi, please, good sir. God bless you, brother. Shout out to Cryptoholic Love. Thank you for being here and always supporting me. You've been here a long time. Vegas Claw, we love you. Servano Estrada, DJ B, DJ Bounce. Nima BC123. Kronos is hot. I don't see how it doesn't stop, man. Sky is connected to Spark as well. Interesting. I love to work on cars. Everyone, you got to check out Underground Crypto's channel. It's a really good complement to my channel. Okay? The guy, what he's doing is he's researching things kind of behind the scenes for us. All right? Look at this Spark review. He's doing a good job. All right? He's also going live. Look, he went live 14 hours ago. Mystery Monday Crypto Dip Dive. His streams are different than mine. They're gonna we don't have this, you know, we both have different focuses. This guy's been trained by us. Like, he's one of the lifers, man. This is like awesome curated information. Check him out. Let's get him to 1,000 subs, man. He's almost there. Underground Crypto. ENA breaking out daily on ENA, yeah. So look, Boo is about to do some serious damage. Because if Matic is moving, that means even the older chains are going, and that means Phantom's going to pump. And if Phantom's going to pump, Boo is going to go. That's your higher low right there. Boo looks so ready for a move right now. I know it sounds funny, Boo, right? Like Boo. But Boo looks like it's about to do some serious damage. I changed the color of my Discord today to like a light blue. Might have to change it back. It's going to take me some time to get used to it. but I like it in a way. It's cool. And we're working on a lot for 2025. I can't wait to show you what we got cooking for you guys. Shout out to Jamie and all his hard work. Everyone, please roll an applause for Jamie. Sammy, you're still in that NQ trade from the other day. 100% I am. Yep, no reason to be out of that trade on BTCC. Shout out to all my BTCC traders. One of the oldest exchanges in the game, which is awesome. And I had that trade open if I could find it. A lot went on today on the channel. Yeah. But I showed that trade to the trading group. Let me see here. BTCC, right? Yeah. Perpetual on the Tech 100. It must have pulled back a little bit because Bitcoin did as well. And they're pretty correlated recently. So we could see that happening. That's something that I believe is very possible. And I logged into this thing 3 times today. It's so funny. KKX needs third party to deposit via. I like BTCC better. Hey, whatever makes you happy. That's why with different exchanges, different strokes for different folks. I'm a Tether guy. Right? You know. 1, 2, 3. You got to hit like the little right symbols and all that fun stuff. NASDAQ trades up $200, 12%. Still doing damage here on BTCC. Shout out to the whole team there at BTCC. We love you and we appreciate you guys. And we thank you so much for the love. But yeah, the Tech 100, I see it breaking out on the daily time frame. We're trading this big daily flag. I'm going to show you here on TradingView on the NQ. Remember, every single Friday, I give you the macro technical analysis for the NQ, and I show you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and what's happening. So if you look at the NQ here on the daily time frame, I'm just trading this flag here, see? And we got in like right here and we're breaking out the flag. And what I see happening is over time, I get rid of this little flag here just for now, but over time, we're going to continue to pump. We're going to come up, come down, come up, come down. We're going to break out of this. They're going to continue to put money, and then this is going to break out hard. All-time high at $27,000 NASDAQ somewhere by the end of October. It's going to be pretty crazy with this rate cut. Yeah. KKX is the best my exchange for the time now. I like that you said that, man. Yeah, right now, I mean, low withdrawal fees. I think 0 withdrawal fees. Right? Like, say you were in a position and you were, in a coin and you want to get out. Send it to KKX and get out. I mean, it's the cheapest. Sammy, do you watch PENDLE? I do. And PENDLE's hot right now. I believe I have a call for it. Let me take a look at PENDLE. I'm pretty sure I got a call for PENDLE right now as we speak. No, I don't, huh? Back there I did. We got into PENDLE there at about 349, 347. Never got stopped out below that level right there at 302. And you can see my call for PENDLE's in the game now and continuing to rip. Now, it had to take a long time. That's May 4th. This is not, it's been taking a long time. I mean, look at the big picture for PENDLE. Massive consolidation on the daily. Because this is DeFi. So what's going to happen first is Bitcoin's going to pump. It's going to get above 117, 118. People are going to realize that the trend is our friend, and we're going to go break the all-time high. We're going to know that we're going to break the all-time high way before we do it because the trend's going to be set in place. Once a trend's set in place, other altcoins are going to start to move, which they already are because they're getting that vibe, which is AVAX, Solana, Cardano, right? Once they move, you're going to get consolidation in DeFi, and then DeFi is going to explode. And you can see how this is all setting up right now. This is probably your last chance to grab PENDLE. And so there's a PENDLE call right now on the daily time frame. I believe that is your buy right there for PENDLE. You do whatever makes you happy. I am not a financial advisor. There's a chance this extends and you get a bit of like a shoulder, head, kind of right shoulder thing here. Maybe keep it a little steeper. But I like PENDLE right here, and it will take its time. It will take its time. 113,009 for Bitcoin. Holding some key levels, doing damage. And I waited till 12 o'clock today because I wanted to show you the 4-hour candle close. And it closes at 12 noon. So let's take a look at that right now. I like PENDLE. Let's look at BTC Clean right now. You know, when you close just a nibble above the 4-hour 200, though, it's usually not the best sign. I'd stay on the idea of the 1 hour right now. That's likely going to be a rejection. Yeah, I'd stick to the plan right now. Don't leave the plan. Maybe, though, we could shoot up. It could happen. Watch your smaller time frames. They'll let you know. But it's likely this is what's going to happen. Well, we have already kind of set up there, and for Ethereum, right? But start zooming in. I mean, yeah. 1 hour also bouncing off the 200 moving average. Maybe get this right shoulder. See, this could be a shoulder. Head, right shoulder. I'll be watching the smaller time frame for sure. There's definitely some more bullishness in the air than normal. We might get a short squeeze and not get the perfect pullback on the 1 hour. But right now, I got to stick to the 1 hour, going back to that 21. But I'll update the group, and we'll go at it from there. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I love each and every one of you for being here and being absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for being awesome crypto lifers and supporting this channel every single day with your time and your attention and your knowledge, your super chats, and your ability to be amazing. I'm so blessed that every one of you came here today and gave me such a beautiful show. What a gift you presented for me, and I hope I did the same. God bless everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to go tell my wife how much I love her and treat her with respect and love, because that's what a family man does. I love you all. Thank you so much. I'll catch you on the next live stream. Remember, you're not always going to be great to start, and some days are going to be hard. But you got to start to be great. The secret to success is getting started.